You're driving down the road and, sure as rain, a sign to remind you where you are. This particular one in Moral de Calatrava, stenciled as it is, has had to be photographed from the back, then turned around, then presented to you at the forefront so you can read it as it goes back where it belongs on top of that brick wall over the outline of a knight on a horse that everybody recognizes. Do you? You are indeed en un lugar de la Mancha, and every Spanish person who's ever read a book knows what follows. En un lugar de la Mancha, de cuyo nombre no quiero acordarme. That's somewhere in La Mancha, in a place whose name I do not care to remember to you. A translation which, by the way, is miles better than the original English translation, which I do not care to remember. Anywho, this is probably the most famous opening line in Spanish literature, maybe the best, unless you want to give the crown to 100 años de soledad, which is fair enough. I would. And why the drama with the sign, you ask? Well, Sam Illuminado, the guy at the local museum set of the local luminaries, decided to place it right in front of two cypress trees that had clearly wandered over from the cemetery and parked themselves exactly behind the letters. So you drive in, you can't properly read the slogan, but you can see the silhouette, a man on a horse. And you recognize him instantly. Don Quixote doesn't need an introduction. Even if you're not from La Mancha, that outline is Spain. He is the quintessential Spanish figure. Honor and imagination, tenderness and stubbornness, wild idealism, a bit of delusion, and a lot of fire. And yes, that book. The book that somehow belongs to everyone, even people who haven't read it. The funny thing is, didn't even sound the way it sounds now. So every other line is literally something that time has polished into legend. So here he is, right at the entrance of Moral de Calatrava, and it's especially fitting because it's coming from Almagro, that glorious historic neighbor only 16 kilometers away. This is the thing though, every village around here seems to greet you with some version of Quixote. If it's not a roadside marker like this, it's a statue or a dramatic Cervantes with a book, or little Quixotes on roundabouts, or Sancho and his donkey popping up in unexpected places. Because in La Mancha, there's always that hopeful claim, maybe, just maybe, Cervantes meant this village. Everyone wants a slice of the myth. And imagine not liking books or not liking Quixote as a character. I don't know, because he's deluded, or Sancho, who's earthy and blunt and says too many truths. Yet, you've been assigned this novel as the emblem of your region. So you just have to commit. You cover the land in silhouettes and slogans and souvenirs. People quote lines. Phrases slip into daily speech. Cervantes becomes wallpaper, and his book characters patterns on front door curtains. When the food gets pulled out of the pages, revived, reinvented, and placed proudly on traditional menus. And honestly, that's the best bit. Simple, fair food done well usually is. Like quejas y quebrantos. That, as the name suggests, it's bubble and squeak. And that's it. So here you are. You come into your pueblo, and you fall under Quixote's shadow, nay, under his spell.